We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With Brandon Garden alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 28. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the red zone now, Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawrence. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give running right, Gibson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. It shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing, Prescott. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some...
They've got his man complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Washington. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On the move to his left. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. They'll run with Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Elliott. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is taken around the 12. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lawrence. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the league. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Waters. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. Rosa's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, it's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Zeke going to get it on the option. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Again, it's Elliott. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Donald Parham His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosa's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These 2 division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Kingsley Kiki in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Prescott on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go play action. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the